Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Kiefer, and in my seminars and workshops throughout the country, people often ask me, am I in the right career? Or they know they're in the wrong career, but they don't know what to do. When I talk to high school students or college students, they're stressing, they're concerned over what their major should be. They ask their parents, and their parents don't know what to do. Well, I've developed a natural talent and genetic skills test that will help everyone figure out what their natural talents and genetic skills are. I'm Dr. Mike, and I'm here to help. You're not alone if you feel like you're in the wrong job. 75% of the people in the United States are in the wrong job. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. When I was 13 years old, my parents got divorced, and I was basically homeless. I picked the wrong career because I had no idea what selection to do when I started college. So I picked genetic engineering. It wasn't totally wrong, but it wasn't a natural fit. So I spent 8 years of college and wasted all that money pretty much in a wrong major. Then I worked 8 years as a genetic engineer. High stress, didn't feel right, seemed like the wrong job for me. I started a research project called the PowerMind Project. And when I started to study successful people in the United States from the late 1800s to the mid-1990s, I discovered a secret. The secret is all peak performers, high achievers, base their career on their natural talents and genetic skills. Your career should be based on your natural talents and genetic skills. If you're going to college, you should major in a college major that's based on your natural talents and genetic skills. What are natural talents? Natural talents is a combination of your interests, things you're interested in, your ability, things you can do or things you can learn, and your personality style. Does your personality type or your personality style fit what's required for that particular job? There are two specific types of natural talents. There are physical motor skills based on your body type. If you have to be very tall and lanky, perhaps a basketball player. If you have to be very big and very strong, perhaps a football player or a hockey player. What about your motor skills? Are you skilled in doing things with your hands, like a dentist or a surgeon? Or a particular sport? Do you happen to be very good at a particular sport and able to do things that are required of that sport? There are also mental aptitudes that fall under the natural talent category. Is there a particular subject matter that you're able to learn and grasp and understand easily? Computer programming, mathematics, biology. What about your leadership ability? Do you exhibit natural leadership ability? Or how about sales? Are you good at negotiating? Are you good at working with people? Are you good at networking and cold calling? How do you figure these things out? Here's the problem. What are my natural talents and genetic skills? Everybody wonders this, but how do you know? How do you figure it out? Who can you go to? Who can you ask? The solution? My natural talent and genetic skills test. This was developed by me in response to people being confused and not being able to figure out what their natural talents and genetic skills are. I have over 100 questions on this test, plus I will do personal one-on-one phone interpretation or phone coaching with you to help you interpret the test, answer your questions so that you can have solid information on what your natural talents are. If you have kids and they're struggling in college or getting ready to go to college and they have no idea what classes they should take or what major they should be in, I can give them career direction to help them with that choice. Here are some sample questions from my test? What are all of the hobbies you have had since you were a small child? Make a list of them. Since you were little, what were the things you did? What were the topics you understood? What were the things that you were interested in? What were all of your hobbies since you were a small child? This reveals key information on your interests. What subjects are easy for you to learn and understand? Is there a particular subject that you gravitate toward, that you can grasp, that's difficult for other people to learn and understand? Do you have the ability to perform a physical task exceptionally well? Some examples might be batting a baseball or shooting hoops, welding, woodworking, karate, martial arts, auto repair. Imagine what you would learn about yourself with over 100 questions like that, plus an hour of one-on-one personal interpretation with me, where I can give you insights and ask you questions about your childhood, about your interests, about your motor skills. You need your questions answered. Many people have a lot of questions surrounding their job, their career, what types of tasks they should be doing, what types of projects they should be on. They have questions about some of their childhood interests. I can answer most all of those questions with the information you provide me from the test. All of these answers are within your reach. 1 hour's time and doing the test, and you'll have a ton of information about your skills, about your abilities, about your talents, to give you lifelong direction and solid confidence in your career. My test has helped thousands of adults and students across the country with career success. I've given it to high school kids, 9th grade and up, college students, adults, teams in corporations, to figure out what the skills and abilities are of everybody on a project team, as well as senior citizens who are looking for something to do part-time or perhaps even re-career themselves in their 60s. I can help you too. If you're struggling, if you're concerned, I can work with you and help you. Your purchase of the PowerMind Natural Talent and Genetic Skills Test includes the test plus 1 hour of one-on-one over-the-phone interpretation with me. Think of the money you might waste on your kids' college education because they picked the wrong major, like I did. Or if you're a college student and you're struggling trying to figure out what you should major in, you don't need to waste your own money. I can give you some insights and some answers. What about the stress you might be experiencing every day, month after month, because your job is not right for you? Many people with a job wake up on a Monday morning before they get out of bed, and the first thought in their head is, how can I get out of work today? Their second thought is, am I sick? If you wake up day after day with those thoughts, how can I not work today? You're probably not in the right job. Now, you may not need to quit your job. You might need to just search for something within your organization that's a little bit different, something that fits your talents and skills a little bit better. My objective is, if you're working, is not to get you to quit your job and do something completely different. You may be able to shift within your organization, different department, different project, different tasks assigned to you from your manager. How about the people on your work teams? If you're a supervisor and a manager, do you know what all their natural talents and skills are when you're trying to select and assign tasks to people? Are you knowledgeable about what those talents are? Do you know what the talent pool is of the people on your team? Most managers don't. I do a lot of workshops with project teams where everybody takes the test and then they share the information with everybody else on the team. So they themselves know what their skills are, but then they share that information with everybody on the team, including the project manager. So everybody understands what everybody's skill sets are. If you don't ask the questions, if you don't do some sort of test like I'm offering here, how would you know? Let's get started. Help is right here, right now. Simply go to my website, powermindtraining.com. When you purchase the test, your price includes an hour of personal phone coaching with me. Just visit my website, go to the Natural Talent Test, and make your purchase. Click on the Talent Test icon and buy the test, which includes the 1-hour coaching with me by phone. I have some other resources on my website that you may be interested in. I've produced over 30 free videos in my video library. My book, The PowerMind System, The PowerMind Job Seeker Interviewing and Inspiration Guide, my book on superconscious power, some of my seminars, all available to you free on my website in the video library. Educate yourself at no cost.